Global leaders of the world's largest 20 economies are headed to China this weekend to attend the G20 summit in Hangzhou. Last year's summit in Turkey was overshadowed by shocking attacks in France. With many issues of terrorism still persisting, security may still be a topic at this year's summit. CCTV's Michal Badevid reports.
When leaders of the world's top 20 economies meet in China on September 4 and 5th, the main topic is expected to be on global economic growth. Yet it seems security issues could hijack the meeting. In 2015, the Paris attacks that took place right before the G20 in Antalya, Turkey, loomed over the summit. This year, once again, terrorism, specifically the fight against ISIL, has the potential to dominate talks. The past year has been a challenging one globally in terms of terrorism. In the EU, Belgium and Germany both witnessed deadly terrorist attacks. While Turkey has been a victim of terrorism so often, its citizens are almost getting accustomed to it. Yet the recent attack in Gaziantep on August 20th, a street wedding that killed 54 people, was a tipping point for the Turkish government. They blame the militant group ISIL, also known as Daesh, for the attack, and have since launched an operation against ISIL in northern Syria. It began with a coordinated effort with the US-led coalition and Syrian rebels to liberate Jarablus. Yet Turkey has expanded its efforts and is now fighting a Syrian Kurdish group, the YPG, to prevent them from taking territory close to the Turkish border, a move criticized by the United States. Nevertheless, Turkey's president said the operations against terrorist organizations and their Syrian affiliates will continue until they stop threatening its citizens. President Erdogan's spokesman reacted to U.S. criticism in comments published in the Daily Sabah newspaper and said, "Americans should revise their policy of supporting the Kurdish-led force at all costs." One security expert says a solution is needed against all terrorist groups.
ISIL is not only a threat to the Muslim world, it is a global threat against humanity. At this point, rather than making tactical moves to crack down and minimize ISIL, the conceptual threat created by ISIL needs to be identified and a conceptual solution needs to be produced.
With the Turkish military's latest offensive into Syria, the already complicated battleground became even more so. Turkish President Erdogan is set to meet with US President Obama at the G20 summit next month. No doubt, ISIL and the Syrian conflict will be among main topics. Michal Badevid, CCTV, Istanbul.